Alright guys, so yes, good day everyone, and once again you are welcome to Justified series. Now today this video is different from all the videos we've been watching before. This video is specially for our University of Lagos Post-UTME aspirants, that is people that are preparing for what the University of Lagos Post-UTME exam. And this video is an introduction to what our revision class starting on Monday the 13th of July. So before I begin, my name is Justified and I'm the CEO of Justified TUTOR'S Academy, and you are welcome to what? To Justified TUTOR'S Academy. Now very quickly, let's get down to what we have today. Our focus for today is what? Is Surds. Now, why am I teaching Surds? It's because of what? The exam that you guys did what? On Saturday. Remember, I said that what I'm going to be doing was a correction class on what you guys failed in mathematics, and you guys failed almost like most of you guys failed the 10 math questions that was there, right? So I'm going to be doing half of which is what the Surds questions. So now in this video, I will need you to pay attention, follow me carefully, because at the end of this video you will learn how to solve what? Surds in under 1 minute. All you just have to do what is pay attention and be ready to what? To think. Now let's begin. Now, when you hear Surds, what comes to your head? Now, anytime you see things like this, root 2, root 3, root 5, she gets root 7, root 10. Yes, all of these things. Let me read what root have here. A Surds is what? Is an irrational number expressed in root form. So you get an irrational number what? Expressed in what? In root form. Can you see it? That cannot be simplified into what? Into a rational number. It means that what? Root 4 is not a Surds. Root 8 is not a Surds because, sorry. Let me use root 8. Let me use root 16 is what? Is not a Surds because of when you do root 16, you will get what? You will get 4. When you do root 4, you will get 2. So you get ahead. All of these ones are not a what? Are not a Surds because of what? A Surds is what? An irrational number expressed in what? In root form that cannot be simplified into what? Into a rational number. Hey, now that is it. So now also in this video, I want to let you know that what? This video will be what? Extremely long. So please calm down and watch to the end. You know how to learn Surds because of Surds will come out in your exam. Yes, it came out last year. He plenty like mad. So pay attention and follow me carefully. Now, we are done with what? With what is a Surds. Now, for moving on, we now have what? Types of Surds. Now, follow me carefully because of I have to break it down for those that don't know anything about Surds before. So, types of Surds. A, we have what? The simple what? The simple Surds. And when we talk about simple Surds, things like this, root 2, root 7, root 13, so you get, they are what? Simple Surds. The next one, compound Surds. Now, compound Surds, when we talk about it like root 2 plus what? Root 5. This one is what we call what? Compound Surds. Or when you say root 3 plus what? Plus root 7. This is what? A compound Surds. Now moving on again. Mixed Surds. Mixed Surds is one that what? Contain both a rational number and what? A Surds. So a mixed Surds is written like this. 2 plus what? Root 5 or 6 minus what? Root 3. That is what? A rational number and what? A Surds. Can you see it? The next one is what? Is similar Surds. Similar Surds have the same what? Radical. So we have similar Surds. So 3 root 5 and what? 4 root 5. They are what? Similar Surds. So you get. Also, we have what? 4 root 2 and what? And root 2. They are what? Similar Surds because of they have the same base, which is what? Root 5. Same base, root 2. Are you following me? Pay attention, no rush. Don't worry, we're getting there. Now, we now have what we call what? dissimilar surd. E is what? Dissimilar surd. Now, dissimilar surd is the one that they don't have the same base. Example is what we call root 2 and what? Root 3. They don't have the same base, so they are dissimilar. And another one is what? Is 5 root 7 and what? 3 root 11. They are dissimilar. Now, moving on again, we now have what? Okay, so now moving on. So now these are the types of surd, the different types of surd that we have. Now, why am I teaching you types of surd? It's because of UNILAG can ask you to what? To identify the surd. So you get which one is simple, compound, mixed, similar, dissimilar. They will ask you. You get, that's why I'm taking my time to explain all these things, because of, yes, even in my mock exam, it came out. I remember that question. I think it was the last question. It says, which is not a surd? Don't worry, when we come out with it, you see what I'm saying. So, all of these are what are very, very important in case you decide to ask you. So you get, so I want you to write them down your notes and follow me carefully. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question, to the next aspect. I say question. So now moving on, we now have what we call what? Simplifying surd. Now this is where we get started with what? With solving surd. Now we like you to what? Pay attention. So you get, leave everything you are doing and focus. Let's get into it. All right. Emeka. Oh yeah, let's go. Abiebuka, let's go. So now we have our first example here. We are asked to what? Simplify root 72. They say simplify root 72 in what? In surd form. Now, when you are asked to do something like this, you have to think. So you get, you have to think. You ask yourself, what two numbers can you multiply together that will give you what? 72. Are you getting me? So now, what two numbers can we multiply together that will give us 72? Now, note though, when the other number, when you square root it, it will give you let me see. It will give you what? A rational number. When you square root it, it will give you what? A rational number. That should be the thought. That is, if you square root the particular number, it will give you what? A rational number. And the other one, when you square root it, it will what? It will give you what? An irrational number. That is what you should do. So now, root 72. What and what can you multiply together? You can multiply 36 times what? 2. It will give you what? 72. Let me see again. No. I think 18 times 4. Let me see. Coming 18 times 4. Yes. 18 times 4. Yes. So I'll give you 2 as well. Then what again? You can also say, think 9 times 6. Let me see. 9 times 6. No. 9 times 6. 9 times 8. Yes. You can say this one too as well. 9 times 8. Now, these are the numbers that when you multiply together, they will give you 72. But then, which one will make it easier for you is this particular one. Because of when you take the square root of what? Of 36, it will give you what? 6 immediately. Are you getting me? So it becomes what? Root 36 times what? Root 2. This one will give you what? 6. This one will still remain what? Root 2. This is the fastest. But if you say want to use root 18 times what? 4. This one will give you what? CO. You will arrive at the same answer, but then to be longer. So you get. So this is where the thinking process starts. So you get, you guys think faster. So now, if you say root 18 times what? Times root 4. Root 18, you will still have to break root 18 down. Do you get? So now, root 18, you need to what? Break it down to what? Into what? Root 9 times 2 times what? Root 4 already will give you what? We give you 2. So now, root 9 times 2 now, we give you what? Root now give you what? We give you 3. Right? And this one give you what? Root 2. So you will now have to multiply this one times this one together to what? To give you what? To give you 6 root 2. You see it? You see a long Abby. Now why you have to what? Go with the first one. So you get the one that will give you answer quickly. That's how you solve questions in minutes. So for this question now, simplifying root 72, the best one to use is what? Is 36 times 2, which gives you what? Square root of 36 times what? Square root of 2, which gives you what? 6 root what? Root 2. Now, example 2 now that we have here, Now, I would not like it to apply your number 36, as we say. Apply your polo in Yoruba language. Apply your number 36. Now, example 2 says, simplify root 102. Now, sorry, 108. Simplify this one now. How do you do it? Remember, you have to find two numbers. That one will rational. That one when square rooted will give you a rational number, and the other one when square rooted will give Will give you a surd. Now, look at it carefully. First of all, what I would like you to do what I will tell you to do first of all is to divide it by by 2 first. When you divide 108, 108 divided by 2, what do you get? You get 54, right? Can you square root 54? Let's see. No, you cannot square. So you go again. 108 divided by 3 is 36. All right. So you apply the square root of of 36 times 3. So if you want to break down the surd, the first thing you do is you divide the number by by 2. So you get, if it's like now, see, 108 over 2 will give you 54. When you square 54, will you get a rational number? No. 108 over 3 is is root 36. When you square 36, will you get a rational number? Yes. So you can use root 36 and root 3 to proceed. But then, going further again, 108 over root 4. When you divide by 4, you get 27. Are you getting me? Will this one give you a rational number? Yes. So you get it to give you a rational number. So you can also use this one as, sorry, no. If you square 27, it's not give a rational number, I beg you. No. So this one, you cannot use one again. You have to break down again. You divide again by 5. So instead of disturbing yourself, just stop at the easiest part. Are you getting me? So that's how you do it. So our answer will be square root 36 times times 3, which gives you 6 root 3 again, right? Now our next example here is example 3, which is square root of 200. Now square root of 200 again. How do we do it? Let's go further. 200 over 2 will give us 100. So we can easily get the square root of 100, which is 10. So no need to stress ourselves again. So we go 100 times times 2. So we go square root of 100 give us give us 10, and square root of 2 give us give us 10 root 2. You can say like simple as ABC. That's how you simplify it. How you break a surd down. You you apply your division, and you have to be fast. Now let's go further to addition and subtraction of surds. I'll do that one here. So let me call this part simplification. Simplify. I'll call this one add and subtract. Are you getting me? So now let's go. Let's go. Now, example 1. I'm coming. Let me pause here. Okay, it's fine. All right, so now add and subtract. Example 1. Now it says 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5. Now, listen, in surd, you can only add numbers together when they have the same the same base. I call it the same roots. Are you getting me? So it means that if there was root 6 here, they cannot add. Are you getting me? But because they have the same base, which is root 5, they can add. So now 3 root 5 plus 2 root 5 will give you We give you 5 root 5. Example 2 says 8 root 7 minus 3 root 7. Again, because they have the same base, you can subtract. Note, you can only add and subtract numbers with the same base. Are you getting me? So now 8 minus 3 will give you Will give you 5. So our answer will be 5 root 7. So now classwork for you. You can try classwork. You can try number 1. You can try 2 roots 5 plus 10 root 5. Let me know your answer in the comment section. Then 3 root 3 plus 8 root 3, and then 28 root 7 minus 7 root 7. Yes. So now drop your comment section and I will let you know your answer. She gets this is your classwork. Oh yeah, do it chap chap. Oh please go back to the video and do it. Sorry for cleaning it again. I just want to clean the board. Alright guys, so now the next part. Oh yes, I have another example here for you guys. Another example. So now example 3 now. If UNILAG to tell you that you should simplify 2 root 3 plus 4 root 5, please tell UNILAG that this cannot be simplified because of what? They don't have the same base. Sure you get? You can only simplify when both of them have the same what? Base. Now, let's leave these two and move towards multiplication of what? Of surds. Now, follow me carefully. We are moving fast. All right, so now we are done with simplify. We are done with what? With add and subtract. Now, we are now in what? In multiplication. So I will say multiply. So now we have our first example here, and it says simplify root 3 times what? Root 12. This one, you don't need to think too much. When you are told to multiply, you just do it like this. Root 3 times root 12 in surd is simple as saying what? Root 3 times 12. I get me. Now, what does 12 times 3 give you? It gives you what? 36. And what does 36 give you? It gives you what? 6. So that is your answer. That's how you do it. Are you getting me? Yes. So now, another example is this. Sorry guys, I'll stop shouting right now. You get because of my body. So please, I'll calm down now. All right. So guys, the next example now is what? Is this one? It's simplify 2 root 5 times what? 3 root 10. So now, when you simplify this now, what do? Note in surd, these numbers will multiply themselves and then the roots will multiply themselves. What do I mean? 2 multiply 3 and what? 5 multiply 10. So you will be getting 6 root 50. So you'll be getting 6 root 50. But then, mind you, this one can be broken down. You get 50 can be broken down. Now, 50 can be broken down in the sense that when you divide 50 by 2, you will get what? 25. And 25 is what? Is 25 when square rooted is what? A rational number. So therefore, you'll be having 6 outside here, and then you'll be having the square root of what? Of 25 times 2 inside. So now the square root of 25 is what? Is 5. 5 times 6 is what? Is 30. So you'll be having 30 root 2. Let me write it here. This one becomes what? 6 times 5. Yes, root 2. So that's how you do it. So this is it here. Are you getting me now? So you must know how to what? Simplify your what? Your surds. Now, on that example 3. Under what? Multiplication of surds. Now, example 3 is very, very simple. And it goes like this. Pay attention. They say you should what? Example 3. They say you should multiply the square root of 8 by what? The square root of 18. Are you getting me? This will give you what? 8 times root 18. Now, you can do this in 2 ways, but I will always advise you to know what? Rush. Always multiply first before what you break it down. So 8 times what? 18 will give you what? 144. Are you getting me? So the square root of 144 is what? Is 12. That is how you get your answer. Are you getting me? Yes. So that is how you do it for multiplication. It's as simple as ABC. So now, let's now go into what? Into what? Division of surd. Now, this part will then lead us into what? Rationalization, which is the cocoa of the cocoa. That is where UNILAG brings most of their questions from. All right, so now let's move on. Let's enter division. Follow me, oh. Don't rush. Yes, follow me. Don't rush because what? You don't do that here. All right, let's go on. So the first part of division. So we should divide. Example 1. They say divide the square root of 48 over what? The square root of 3. Now, in division, on the norms, you are to rationalize. But let's see if we can do this one. What is the square root of 48? Or let's break down 48. Let's see. 48 over 2 will give us what? 24. Right? And can we get the square root of 24? Let's see. Let's see. No. Let's go again. 48 over 3 will give us what? Will give us, come in, 16, yes. And can we get the square root of 16? Yes. So, therefore, this one becomes what? Square root of what? Of 16 times 3 over what? Over square root of 3. This then gives us what? What is root 16? Is 4. What is root 3? Is 3 root 3 over what? Over root 3. So, therefore, you can cancel out root 3. That will give you what? 4. That's how what you divide in what? In surd. Hope you are following me. Now, example 2 again. It says 12 root 18 over 3 root 2. Divide. Now, again, what do you do here? This one, follow me carefully. Now, you see, this one is very, very tricky, but I'll tell you the trick. What can give us 12 is what? No, let's first break down this 18. 18 is what? Is 9 times 2, right? So, we have here what? 12, put in the brackets. 18 is what? Is 9 times 2, right? Over what? 3 root 2. So now, this one, when broken down, will give you what? 12. Still in brackets, your 9 is what? Is now 3 over what? Over, your 9 is now 3 Abi. Then root 2, because of root 2 cannot be broken down, you get divided by what? By 3 root 2. Can you see it now? So you can now easily cancel out, and then your answer will be what? Will be 12. You can see it's not magic. It's not magic. It's just what? Mathematics. Know how to what? Solve these things in a faster way. That is, first of all, break down the roots before you come to this one. Are you getting me? All right. So now let's now move towards the cocoa of the cocoa, which is what? Rationalization. We call it rationalizing what? The denominator. That is, a denominator should not contain a surd. Yes, that is it, guys. All right, this is gonna be the last part of surd, which is also going to be what? The dangerous part of surd. I would like you to what? To pay attention. Oh, it has baby safe. So, rationalize. Now, for those of you that have watched this aspect and you are interested in what? In JTA class, you know what to do. Get the PK for what? For 5K, and what? You'll be added to class what? Immediately. So you get class starts on Monday, and things like this are what you should expect in the class. Are you getting me? It's as simple as that. It's like this because of, we don't go see in class the maths will be like this. Bam, bam, bam. So you get, so that you can know how to solve on the day of your examination. Yes. So now let's go. Rationalize. Now, in rationalization, we have what? Different cases. And here we have case 1. For case 1, when you have 1 over what? Root 5 together. This is the first case. So what do? You have to what? I think I should write the cases there. Yes, sorry guys, I'll have to write the cases on that side so that I can solve in this part and clean and refer back to the cases in this side. So let's go, guys. So we have what? Case 1, which is what? 1 over what? Over root 5. Right. So now when you have 1 over root 5, what do you do under rationalization? You multiply the denominator, you multiply the numerator and then the denominator by what? This denominator here. So you get, that means this one then becomes what? 1 over what? Over root 5 times what? Root 5 over what? Over root 5. Which will then give us what? Root 5 over root 5 times root 5 gives us what? Root 25. Which then gives us what? Root 5 over 5. So you get, that's the first case. That's what you should do. Now, for the second case, case 2, what do you do here? You are to what? You are to, like case 2 is, let's say we have 3 over what? Over root 7, right? I mean, this is case 1. Or this is case 1. Oh, gosh. Anyway, everybody, this should be your classwork. Do it. The answer you should get for this one will be what? Will be, let me see. Will be, the answer for this one is, so guys, do this one. This is your work. Rationalize this one. The answer is 3 root 7 over 7. So solve this one quickly. Now, that's case 1, case 2. The next part of it is what? Is rationalizing using what? Conjugates. So now we are now in what? In the conjugate aspect. Let me write this here. Conjugates. So yes, now conjugate means all those denominators that have 3 plus what? Plus root 5, or that have what? 4 minus what? Minus root 7. That is whether they have plus or minus. Should you get? These are what? Types of what? Of conjugate basis. Are you getting me? So if you have something like this, are you getting me? As your what? Denominator. How do you what? How do you rationalize? So now let's go. We have our first example here, right? Which is what? Which is 1 over 2 plus root 3, which give us what? Now again, in this part, you always multiply what? Your numerator and your denominator by this what? With the denominator. But when you are dealing with what? With a conjugate, this plus will change to minus. What do I mean? I mean it becomes what? 1 over 2 plus root 3 times times what? 2 minus root 3 over what? 2 minus root 3. This is what it becomes. Are you getting me? This is what it becomes. So you can see it. So now when you now solve through, this will now give you what? 2 minus what? Square root of 3 over what? This one times this one should give you what? Should give you wait. Yes, now this one times, okay, let's just solve together. 2 times 2, sorry, don't let me confuse you guys. Oh good. So now we are now in the what? In the long process of sort. Okay, so you put them in brackets, right? And then you open up the brackets, whereby this one here will multiply everything here, and this one here will multiply everything here. So what do you get? You get 2 minus what? Minus root 3 over, okay, this is stop here. I'll continue from here. Okay, let me just open it here. So we get what? 2 minus 3 over what? 2 times this 2 here will give us what? Will give us 4, and 2 times 1 will give us here what? Will give us minus 2 root 3, and then root 3 times this one here will give us what? Give us plus 2 root 3, and then root 3 times 1 here will give us what? Give us minus what? Root 9, because of root 3 times root 3 will give you what? Root 9. Now let's now finish it up there. So we then have what? We then have 2 minus what? Minus root 3 over, remember we have minus 2 root 3 here and plus 2 root 3 here. This will give us what? This will give us 0. Are you getting me? Then we now have 4 here, so it will give us what? 4 minus what? Root 9, which then translates into what? Into 2 minus what? Root 3 over 4 minus 3, which give us what? Which give us 1. So we have in our answer to be what? 2 minus root 3 as our final answer. Hope you understand it. If you don't understand, watch it again. Yes, that is how you do it. Now we are now in what? In surd expansion. Yes. So oh god, what we did here right now is what? Is surd expansion, but then let's now do what? Is surd expansion proper. Should you get? Is surd expansion proper. So now follow me carefully. Now the example we have here is what? Is square root 3 plus what? Root 3 square. Should you get? This is what we should expand this surd. Now how do you expand this surd? You apply your what? Your mathematics stuff, in case you have forgotten. When you are told to do a plus b square, this one automatically translates to what? To a square plus 2ab, right? A square plus 2ab plus what? Plus b square. That's the meaning. Should you get? Where your a is root 3 and your what? Your b is what? Is root 2. So now what does it translate to here? Your a square is what? Is root 3 square plus what? Plus your 2ab is what? Is your 2 times what? Root 3 root 2, and your b square is what? Is your square root of what? Of 2 square. Are you getting me? Now this one then gives you what? This one gives you square will cancel square root, as what? 3 plus what? 2. Root 3 times root 2 give us what? Root 6. So we have what? 2 root 6, and yeah, square root of what? Of root 2 will give us what? It will give us 2. So this will be your answer. So you get that's how to expand when you have a plus sign. But then when you have a minus sign in mathematics, when you have difference of what? No, not difference of two squares. When you have something like this now, a minus b square, you get this then translates to what? Into having it turns to a square minus yes, a square minus what? Minus 2ab, right? Plus what? Plus b square. Yes, this is what it translates to. So an example for this one, let's say we are told to find the difference of 5 minus root 2 all squared, right? Applying the formula. Let me keep my phone. Let me solve this one. That phone. So now we get what? We get 25 square minus 2ab. That's 2 times 5 times what? Times root 2, right? Then plus what? Our b square is what? Is root 2. So we're having root 2 all squared. Then this gives us what? 25 is what? It's going to give us 125. Sorry, 5 square is already 25. So let me just, let me just write 5 square here. So this gives us 25 already. Then minus 2. 5 root 2 is already what? Is already 5 root 2 AB. Then times this 2 here will give us what? Give us 10 root 2 plus what? Plus the square of this one will cancel the square of this one. That will give us what? Plus 4. So to finish it up, oh, this one 7. I'm not done here. This one will give us 3 plus 2. It will give us what? 5. So it will be what? It will be 5 plus 2 root 6. That's the final answer. Please, I beg. That's the final answer. That's the final answer. And for this one, we'll be having 25 plus 4. That'll give us what? 29 minus what? Minus 10 root 2. And that's it on what? That's it on what? On expanding of what? Of oh, there's a root here for this one. Anyway, that's on what? On expanding of what? Of I put 4 here. See me, square cancel square. That's 2 here. 25 plus 2. That's 27. Oh god. So that's everything on what? On expanding of. Let me check again. I'm coming. No errors. Okay, it's correct. Yes, that's everything on what? On expanding of what? On expansion of what? Of surds. Now, let's go straight into what? Let me see. Anyone here again? Okay, yes. Some tricky aspects for UNILAG Post-UTME exam. Now, I want you guys to pay attention, guys. I want you guys to pay close attention. So now we are done with what? I think we're done with most everything on surds. Okay, the one with x values. Okay, so guys, pay attention. We're almost done. So we're almost done. So now, let me divide my board. All right. So now, the next one is what? Is comparing surds. That is, which one is greater? If you like to tell you that what? Which one is greater between what? Root 7 and root 5. Which one is greater? Please, guys. Because of 7 normally is greater than 5. Therefore, root 5 will be what? Greater than what? Than root 7. Because of, see, let me show you guys. See, when you take the square root of 1, what do you get? You get your answer to be what? To be 1. But then, when you take the square root of 2, the value drops. Just watch you. Sorry, when you take value of 2, it becomes what? 1.414. When you take the value of 3, it becomes what? It becomes 1.73. And then the square root of 4 is what? Is 2. Okay, so it is increasing. It is increasing. So if they ask you, which one is greater between what? Root 7 and root 5? Your answer will be what? Will be root 7. Because of what? 7 is what? Is greater than 5. Are you getting me? Yes. So, root 7. Come on, look, I say again. Root 7 is 2.64. And then what? Root 5 is what? Is 2. So, yes. Root 7 is greater than what? Than root 5. Yes. Root 7 is what? Is greater than what? Root 5. Simple as ABC. Now, on that one again, this is part 1. Then part 2 for UNILAG questions, if they say you should find what the like now Surds in equations, 2 root x is equal to what? Is equal to 8. Find the find x. They say find x. Very, very simple. Now, when you have a question like this, you have to what? Apply your normal board mass, which is what? You divide first. So you get divide both sides by 2. You have what? Square root of x is equal to what? Is equal to what? 4. Then you will now what? Take the square root of both sides. So you get, when you take the square root of both sides, this one, no, sorry, you square both sides. If you want to remove the root from here, you have to what? Square both sides. Yes, so now when you square both sides, this one will cancel this one, and this one will become what? X is equal to what? 16. So therefore, this is your answer. Are you getting me? So that is it on them solve this equation. But let me just solve one more question again. Let me solve one more question. So now, when you have a square root of what? Of x plus 9 is equal to 7. What do you do here? The first thing you do is that what? You remove the square root from here, so you get. And how do you remove it? By what? By squaring both sides. So you get. When you square both sides, this one will cancel this one, and this one will become 49. So you have what? X plus 9 is equal to what? 49. Sorry, 47. After that, you collect like times x is equal to what? 47 minus what? Minus 9. And that gives you what? 47 minus 9 will give you what? We give you 7 plus, what's wrong with me? 7 plus 49 now. So that will give you 49 minus 49. That will give you 40. Are you getting me? So that's how you do it. And then yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially done with what? Surd. I'm tired already. But then let's go into what? Solving questions. A baker and blessing. Don't get tired. Follow me carefully. All right. So now, the first question that came back to your mock exam is what we are going to be solving in under what? 2 minutes. All right, guys, let's go. So the question I gave you guys is what? Simplify. Remember, all my questions are from your past question. So simplify root 50 minus what? Root 18 plus what? Plus root 8. Simplify this shit. Now, what do you do? Let me tell you the trick. Again, you divide each of the numbers quickly by 2. So again, because of you have to break them down so that they can have the same base. So divide them by 2. What do you get? 50 over 2 is 25. Fine, we can get the cut of this one. So we take that on one side. 18 over 2 give us what? Give us 9. We can also get the cut of 9, Abby. And then root 8. 8 over 2 is 4. We can also get the cut of 4. So therefore, our base will be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So we can go. So this one becomes what? 25 times 2 minus what? 9 times 2 plus what? 4 times 2. Now we then get what? 5 root 2 minus what? 3 root 2 plus what? 2 root 2. We cannot what? Subtract using our board mass. Remember, in board mass, you have to what? Add first before you subtract. So we now have what? 5 root 2 plus 2 root 2. That will give us what? 7 root 2. Then we now what? Subtract it from what? From 3 root 2. So 7 root 2 minus 3 root 2 give us what? We give us 4 root 2. So therefore, this is what your final answer. And that is what? Option A in the what? In the question. Now, let's leave that aside. Now, let's come to what? Into question 2. Are you getting me? You can see now, that was something like 2 minutes. You can see, he fast died when you know what you are doing. So now, question 2 now says, rationalize. This one is complex actually. Rationalize 5 over what? 5 over the square root of 2 root 3 minus what? Minus root 2. Now note, for this one, we have to what? We have to be fast. She gets. So now let's go. So let me put the options. They say option A is what? Is no. Then I won't put option. I'm putting the option. I'll put this question on the screen so you can see it. So now, what do you do here? Remember again, you multiply what? The numerator and denominator by the what? By this one. But then this minus is not what? We turn to plus. So we'll be having our what? Our 5 over what? Over 2 root 3. Yes. 5 over what? Over 2 root 3 minus what? Minus root 2. So it becomes what? 2 root 3 plus what? Plus root 2 over what? 2 root 3 plus root 2. Now, this then translates to what? Into 5 times this one. So we have what? 5 here, 2 root 3 plus what? Plus root 2, right? Over this one times this one. Remember I said this one here will multiply everything here and this one here will multiply everything here. So let's just open up the bracket. So it becomes what? 2 root 3, right? Times what? Everything in that first one as 2 root 3 plus 2. And then we have minus root 2, right? Times what? Times 2 root 3 plus 2, right? So now, follow me carefully. 5, okay, don't multiply through yet. Let's keep that one first. Because of, we'll see whether we can divide. Are you getting me? So we have 5, 2 root 3 plus what? Plus root 2, right? So now, 2 root 3 times 2 root 3. What would that give you? 2 times 2 give you 4. Root 3 times root 3 give us what? Give us root 9, which then translates what? Into 3 again. So you get, so yeah, this times this give us what? We give us 4 times 3. 4 times 3. Yes. And this one times this one, we give us what? We give us 4 root 3. So plus what? Plus 4 root 3. Now, yeah, now we have a minus here. Sorry, this is root 2. Ah, gosh. This is root 2. Abi? This is root 2. Yeah, this is root 2. So 2 root 3 times root 2. That will give us what? That will give us 2 root 6. That will give us 2 root 6. And this one now, minus root 2. Minus root 2 times what? 2 root 3. That will give us what? 2 root 6. So again, minus what? 2 root 6. I get me. Then minus root 2 times what? There's a root 2 here. Times what? Plus root 2. That will give us what? Minus 2. Because of minus root 2 times what? Times root 2. We give you what? We give you root 4. And give you minus root 4. And the square root of root 4, we give you what? 2. Then put the minus there. That's minus 2. So therefore, let's now solve. So this then becomes what? 5 2 root 3 plus root 2 over 4 times 3 is what? Is 12. This one minus this one will give us what? 0. So you get that's plus 0. Then this one give us what? We give us minus 2. So therefore, 12 minus 2 give us what? Give us 10. So we'll be having let me just 12 minus 2 give us 10. So let me clean this one. So we have 10 here, right? And then we have 5 here now. So 5 here will be 1, 5 here will be what? Will be 2. So therefore, our answer will be what? Will be 2 root 3 plus what? Root 2 over what? Over 2. And that is what? Option number C. 2 root 3 plus root 2 over 2. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is the answer. That is what? The answer. 2 root 3 plus root 2 over 2. That's option C. All right. So now, let's go to what? Into what? Question 3. Okay, that one was long a bit. Pray that you don't sit down in your examination. Oh, if not, just know you are finished. Although, if you are fast like me, you can easily solve it in under 2 minutes. So you get, because I can do that in under 2 minutes. Even under 1 minute safe, I'll just jump step. Because of you guys, I'm taking my time to solve it carefully. So you get, so I don't confuse the art students that don't know mathematics. Yeah, it's not your fault actually. It's because of you hated math from small. All right, so now the next question says, evaluate the square root of 3 minus what? 2 root 2 times this one go foul. Evaluate, okay, times square root of open bracket 3 minus 2 root 2. So they said this. I'm confused myself. I feel there should be, I feel it should be like this. Yes, what I feel. Root 3, yes, what I feel. Yes. So now let's now multiply. Oh man. This simply translates into what? See, oh, guys, come close and look. Root 3 minus 2 root 2 times what? root 3 minus 2 root 2 is the same. It's the same, Abi. Therefore, we can match them and they will become root 3 minus 2 root 2 all squared, which we can then translate it to what? Into the same thing as saying a minus b all squared. I mean now, which then we can now use that our trick that says a minus b square is equal to what? A square minus what? 2ab plus, is it plus or minus? It's plus b square. I mean now, where our a is root 3 and our b is what? 2 root 2. So we apply it. Root 3 all squared minus 2ab root 3 2 root 2. That's minus 2, then root 3, then 2 root 2. I mean now, then our b square normally na 2 root 2. So it will become also plus bracket 2 root 2. I mean now, this one now root 3 square becomes what? Square will cancel root 3. I mean now, now we now have 2 here, Abi. We have root 3 here. So now, root 3 will times root 3, Abi, and then this 2 will times this 2. So we'll be having minus 4 root 6. Abi now, and here, 2 square will give us what? Plus what? Plus 4. Abi now, and root 2 square will cancel root. We'll now have again times 2. Abi now, follow me carefully. So again, 3 minus what? 4 root 6 plus what? Plus 8. Abi now, 8 plus 3 is what? Is 11 minus 4 root 6. We don't do them. Don't solve them. That's how you do it. Hey, they got one here. They got one here. Square root of 3 plus 2 root 2. Okay, I guess I got a wrong question. But this is how you solve this one. This is how you solve it. Oh, damn it. Okay, this is question C. Now, let's now solve the UNILAG question. Go. I don't do mistake. I don't see the issue. So now this is question C. That one is correct too. Now, I'll write down this one, number 4, example 4. The question is square root of 3 plus 2 root 2. That's the question. Like square root of everything here times the square root of 3 minus 2 root 2. This is the question here. Yes. Square root of this, square root of this. Remember, there's a plus sign here and there's a minus sign here. Are you getting me? So we can easily what? Combine the radicals. Are you getting me? Yes. So that's how you do it. So, how about? So we'll be having square root of 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times this one will give us what? Minus 6 root 2. Are you getting me? 2 root 2 times this one will give us what? Plus 6 root 2. And then 2 root 2 times this one will give us what? Minus. That will give us 2 times 2 is what? 4. Root 2 times root 2 will give us 4. Then 2. Then that will give us minus 4 times 2. Are you getting me? So this will become what? Remember, this one will give us 0. Because of 6 minus 2 give us 0. So get to we're having what? 9 minus 8 equals to what? Equals to root 1. Because of 4 times 2 is 8. Oh, it is here. So our root 1 is what? Is 1. Okay, no wonder. I didn't want to see that one long. So this is the question. Very simple. Very short. I'm tired already. But then, you still have one more to go. And UNILAG says, I mean, is that it? Oh, UNILAG won't kill me. Okay, let me see. Okay, so question 5 says, which of the following is not a surd? Oh yeah, look at it very well. Which of the following is not a surd? You will see a part that says, look at option A, root 9 over 16. Is it a surd? It is a surd. Sure you get, yes. Root 1.44. Is it a surd? Is a surd, yes. Root 3 minus root 2 square. Is it a surd? It is a surd, yes. But there is one that is not a surd because of what? It's not in square root, it is in what? In cube root. That is what? Option B, which is what? Square root, the cube root of what? 27. That's 3. In surd, we deal only with what? With square, not with what? With cube. She get. So now that is all. On Saturday I'll be giving you guys, let me see, that's all. Let me check. Question 1 done. Question 2, yes, question 2 is done as well. Question 3, yes, that's what I just did now. Yes, it's done as well. Question 4, x equals to 1 plus root 3. Find, okay, sorry, there's one more question to go. There's one more question to go, which is question 5 now. I'll call that question 5. Yes, because of that bonus question that we did, I'll call that question 5. So now let's go, guys. Now it says, I'll call it E. It says if x is equal to what? 1 plus root 3. Are you getting me? Find x squared minus 2x. So now, if x is this, find this. So very simple. What do? You put in 1 plus root 3 in anywhere you see what? Square, or anywhere you see x. So now this then gives us what? So now x squared minus 2x, we then have translate into what? Into 1 plus root 3 all squared minus 2, 1 plus root 3. Hope it's plus, sha. Is it plus? Yeah, it's plus. So now let's go. This then gives us what? When you open the bracket, let's use that method. A square plus what? 2ab plus what? Plus b squared. That will give us what? This one give us a square is what? Is 1 already, plus what? 2ab. That will give us what? 2 root 3, right? Then b square will give us what? Will give us root 3, which then equates to what? Into root 9. So you get, and then this one, 2 times 1 give us what? Give us 2, and then plus 2 plus root 3 give us what? 2 root 3, right? So now we now have 1 here, right? Plus what? 2 root 3, and this root 9 here can be set to as what? 3. So you get, so write everything again, and now can we collect like terms? Yes. This one we add this one, and then the others without roots we add themselves. So we have 1 plus 3 minus 2 plus what? 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3, and this then gives us what? 1 plus 3 minus 2. This was already 4. 4 minus 3 was what? Give us 2. 2 plus root 3 plus 2 plus root 3, that gives us what? 4 root 3, and this is your what? Is your, wait, oh, sorry, I knew there was something else. There's a minus here. The minus will multiply this one, so here it become minus. Yes, there's a minus here. This minus sign will always find my trouble. I go check them now. So 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 will give us what? 0. I get me? Will give us 0. So therefore, the answer will be what? Will be 2. That is how you solve this question in under 2 minutes. I guess I did in 2 minutes. Yes, I think I did in 2 minutes. So that's it, guys. All right, guys, we've officially come to the end of what? JTA's UNILAG Post-UTME class part 1 on Surds. So right now we are done with Surds, and we are going to be practicing these questions either on Friday or on Saturday by God's grace. So guys, watch this video ahead so that you don't what? Come confused. Are you getting me? I will see you guys in the main class, whereby we take what? Integration, trigonometry, differentiation, polynomials, and all that like that. So you get, yes. All right, guys, I love you all. Get the PQ and start practicing. Start practicing. It is just what? 5,000 naira only. See you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys. I remain justified, and I love you guys so much. Also, yes, if you are interested in writing our center, you know what to do. Text me right now. I'll send you our website. Go check it out, and what? Book a slot before it is too late. I love you guys once again. Bye for now, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.